Hey guys, Midwest Picker here. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dave. I'm a part-time reseller, full-time RN, dad, and husband. I make YouTube videos for people that are new to reselling, and today's video is about what's sold on eBay. I've had some tremendous sales. I think those stimulus checks have really kicked in. Today is May 6, 2020. Still under quarantine here in Michigan. My previous video explains how you can source from home. So if you haven't checked that out, check out that video. This video is about what sold. I sold 9 items in 3 days. So about $230 in gross sales in just 3 days selling 9 items. That's probably my personal record. I just noticed that ring behind me, so I'm going to move this camera a little bit. I don't know, maybe, yeah, there we go. I'll block it with my big fat head so you can't see it. Alright, so I'm going to go over what sold. When I usually do what sold videos, I explain where I sourced the item, my cost of goods or what I paid for it, what it sold for, and how it shipped. And this will help new resellers so you don't buy things that aren't worth buying and you don't waste your time and waste your money. Some items are long tail items, and that means you're going to list it, but it's going to take a very long time to sell. It could take 6 months, could take a year. You have to weigh whether or not it's worth it. You don't want to pay $10 for an item, list it for $20, and have it take a year and a half to sell. It's not worth your time. The margins are too small. You got eBay fees and listing fees, and that's just a killer. You don't want to do that. If you pay $1 for an item and list it for 40 bucks, who cares how long it takes? You know, you're going to make good money. You have to be very careful with that because it's all about the numbers. If the numbers don't make sense, then don't list it. First item is a Sears Craftsman pocket knife. I'm going to put all the pictures up here. I sourced a bunch of knives from an online auction from the YouTube channel What the Hales. It's episode 79. If you haven't seen that video on my channel, go check that out. It's really cool. It's an unboxing video. But I basically won an online auction and just won a slew of knives, half new, half used. This is a good used knife. I cleaned it up, used some WD-40 and a rag, and cleaned up all the grime, made sure it was really nice looking, and it worked really well. I listed it for $24.95, and then I got impatient and put all my knives on sale, 15% off. So this one sold for $21.21 plus first class shipping on top. So I did charge the buyer shipping. Cost of goods is hard. I don't remember the math. It's about $4 per knife, so that's not too bad. The next one is Lenox Saw Blades, lot of 3, so there's 5 per package. And there's 3 packages, so it's a total of 15 blades. I sourced a whole bunch of tools from Peter, the Craigslist Hunter. I know I made a video unboxing that, but I can't remember what episode it is. It's really old. It's not in the title, so I can't find it unless I go through and watch all the videos, but it's an old one, probably around, I don't know, episode 8 or 9, something like that. But I bought a giant box of tools. I already made my money back. I paid $160. I've probably made $300 in sales. So this is all pure profit. So this was $19.95. I put this one on sale 25% off. So I put my knives on sale 15% off. I put all my tools 25% off because they've just been sitting too long. It's going over a year now, so I just want to blow them out and get rid of them. So on sale it was $14.95. I took a best offer of $12 plus priority mail shipping on top. And cost of goods, I don't remember. It was just a box full of tools for $160. So I think if I did the math, it was like $2.80 per tool. But that doesn't really tell you anything because some tools are really tiny, like little bits for cordless drills, and some were huge, and it was like, you know, nut extractors that were just gigantic. It was like $80 for this set of extractors. So the prices are all over the place, but I'm doing really good, more than doubling or tripling my money on that purchase. The next item is Excalibur Casino. This is a hurricane cocktail glass made out of aluminum. It has a purple metallic coating on the outside. This just caught my eye at a thrift store for like $1. I had no idea if it had any value. I didn't even look up comps. It doesn't have a UPC on it. It's just this big metal cup sitting on a shelf. Turned out to be quite valuable. Sold it for $27.95 plus priority mail shipping on top. And all of these items, I'm telling you, I had offers turned on. And most of these items, I don't think anybody sent me an offer so far except for this one. So it's kind of funny. 30-40% of the time, they'll send an offer, and the majority of the time they don't send offers, they just pay up full price. Next one is this Irwin brand Torpedo Level. This one I let go pretty cheap. It was $12.99, but then I put it on sale. So on sale it was $9.75, kind of a weird price. And then I got an offer for $7. Well, shipping is on top. It's first class. Went in a box. So I just took it. I just want these things to go. So I took the offer. It might have been a little too low, but I don't care. In talking about this Torpedo Level, some people would say, well, you know, that could fit in a padded mailer. That's possible. If it's a drill bit or sockets or something like practically bulletproof, I may put it in a padded mailer and send it out first class. But this is a Torpedo Level, so if you know anything about levels, there's these little vials of oil in there that you look at. There's an air bubble, and you use that to determine if something is level. Well, if you drop one of these levels and bang it on the cement or on the ground, it could knock those little vials loose, or they could move, or it could be damaged. Then it's no longer a level. Now it's a crooked. I don't know what you would call it. So I actually put this in a box, an 8x6x4 box. So it did weigh a little more, about 10 ounces. But I would not ship a level in a padded mailer. So that's just a little lesson with tools. If it's bulletproof, a screwdriver, a hammer, whatever, sure, you could take a chance and put it in a padded mailer. It might actually damage something else on the pallet because it's a hammer. But something like a level, any electronics, I would always put in a box. This next item is pretty cool. These are General Motors and Chevy wheel center caps. They're plastic. I went to a flea market, and I'll see if I can put a clip on here somewhere. I went to 3 flea markets last year, all at Burley Park, and then one in Marne, Michigan. Give it 5 stars, but I would have rather wet my pants than do that again. I really miss my flea markets, but I had a good time. This guy had just a box full of like 40, 50 of these center caps for $1.50 a piece. These 4 were matching, and I knew it, so I paid like $3 for the set of 4. Sold for $32.99. Best offer was turned on. They did not send me an offer. They paid full price. And shipping was first class because they're just plastic. They're really light. They fit in a box really nice. Customer paid shipping on that. And just a note on, actually, cost of goods I have is $6. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So just a note on car parts, you really have to research what you have. It's easy to make a mistake, but these center plastic caps, they had serial numbers on the inside, so I could Google it, look it up. I knew what vehicle it was for, the range of years and the make and the model and all that. And they were all matching too. So don't make the mistake of having 3 that match and 1 that doesn't match, or not knowing what vehicle it goes to. So if you're going to sell used car parts, you really have to do a lot of research. If it's a new car part, well, that's easy. It's already in the package. It's got a UPC. It's got the model number and all that stuff. So that's super simple. But used car parts are tricky. Requires a lot of research. And then I want to give a shout out to Nana Tink Treasures. I'll put her picture up here. She told me in live chat, I think it was yesterday or today, I'm not sure, that she actually sold just one of these center hubs for like $40. Well, it was for a Corvette. So if you see anything like that at a flea market, if you see a center hub or a fender emblem or anything like that for a really good car like a Mustang or a Corvette or anything like that, if you can source it pretty good, they're worth a lot of money. People pay up big money, especially like a gas cap or something like that. It might be 10 or 12 bucks, but if you got the time, look it up. But if it's from a vintage car, it's going to sell for a lot of money, so I would snatch it up. If you want to watch those old flea market sourcing videos of mine, they're episode 2, 15, and 31. Those are old videos. They're really cool and they're really funny too, but I did source last year, so check those out. Next item is a hardcover book. This is Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook from 1980. It's a hardcover. That's a mouthful. I bought this book brand new when I was, I don't even know, 12 or 13 years old. And I used it maybe a couple times, and then it sat in storage since the mid to late 80s. I dug it out of storage and I listed it. There's a long story. The Dungeon Master's Guide is already sold, and that's long gone. So this one sold for $49.95. I had best offers turned on. I got a lot of well, thousands of views, lots of watchers, a couple of messages, low ball offers, $10, $20, some messages like, why are you selling it for so much? It's not first edition, it's really old. People trying to lowball you, thinking you don't know what you're doing. Stick to your guns, somebody will buy it. If you get a lot of views and watchers and messages, you know you have a hot item, no matter what it is. It could be a popcorn popper, it could be a motorcycle helmet, whatever. And when it gets that much attention, ignore the lowball offers. This person came along, boom, paid full price. I did do medium mail because it's kind of heavy, but it was free shipping, medium mail. So I knew with free shipping it would help sell a little bit better. Cost of goods is basically zero because, yes, I'm a nerd and I bought this back in the day. And it's rare that I do free shipping, but of course on this list I have several free shipping. So that's an experiment too. You know, if you have a item that takes a long time to sell, if it's a long tail item, if it's clothing, if you're selling something with a lot of competition, a lot of other eBayers are selling the exact same thing, you might want to experiment with free shipping and work the cost of shipping into the item price. For this item, there was kind of a lot of the books. I don't know, 20, 30, 40 of these books. So I thought, you know what? Everybody else is free shipping. I'm just going to try it myself and see if it helped. I don't know if it helps or not, but it did sell. Next item is this swimming pool water test kit by HTH. If you own a pool or have ever worked with a pool, you've seen these kits before. I found this at a thrift store just sitting on the shelf, and I only bought it because it was brand new, sealed in the package. I think my cost of goods was around 50 cents. This sold for $12.95 plus first class shipping on top. Next is this uranium glass, and D at Flippin' Particles calls it a glowy glass. And I don't know if you can see it behind me. I probably have 3 or 4 examples back here where I keep it and I don't sell it. This one in particular, I thought, why not sell it? It's an Anchor Hocking salt shaker. Sourced it kind of high. I think it was about $4. But this sold pretty well, $14.95 plus first class shipping on top. Had offers turned on, they did not send an offer. In my big home run, this is retail arbitrage, which I don't do very much of, and I'm always preaching to people, don't do retail arbitrage unless you can get something 90% off, otherwise it's not worth your time and the margins are too tight. Well, I broke my own rule. My local big box pharmacy has a clearance section and it's 75% off. And I'm always looking there. When I go to pick up a prescription, I kind of eyeball that end cap. And then I noticed these bottles of concentrated elderberry extract. And so I thought, why not? I'll look at it. So I looked at it, and it was regular retail is $19.95. They had it marked down to $4.95, and there was 3 bottles of it. So I quickly looked at it, and it said for immune support, things like that. And I thought, well, you know, people are looking for supplements for immune support. I could lot 3 of these together. So I quickly looked it up on eBay, and just one bottle was selling for $25, $35, just crazy prices all over the place. So I thought, okay, my cost of goods is $15 plus tax. I could lot them up together, so that's what I did. So they sold for $55.95 plus shipping on top. They did go priority mail in a Region A box, and the buyer paid calculated shipping on that. So I turned $15 into $55.95. Which is not too bad. I'll do that all day long. But it was a bit of a gamble. Retail arbitrage is always a gamble. So 9 sales in 3 days, $230 in gross sales. So if you like the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I got a new video coming out. It's an unboxing video. You're not going to want to miss that. That's going to be in a couple days. I'm very excited about that. My previous video, how to source from home, 7 different ways you can source from home if you're a reseller and you're stuck at home and you can't get out. I know some states are loosening restrictions, but a lot of us are still stuck here. So there are creative ways that you can source from home. And I love to answer questions too. So if you have any questions at all, put them down in the comment section. You can send me questions on Instagram or my Facebook page or my email. You can just go to midwestpicker.com and that will link you to those ways of getting a hold of me that way. Or you can just put it in the comments down below. If you know any new resellers that are frustrated, they don't know how to ship, or they're not sure how to list, or how to take pictures, or how to source, or listing on eBay for the very first time, I have how-to videos on this channel. They're all linked down below, but there's also that share button down there. So you could share this video with anybody you know who's new to reselling, they could check out the channel and learn how to do that stuff too. So that's it, guys. I went way too long. I look forward to the next video, the unboxing video. That's going to be a bunch of fun. We'll see you next time.